And welcome back to JKLive right here at Citizen Television. What a story. I tell you folks, Kenya, it doesn't get any better than this. These young people have made it literally and are going to be the next leader. When they talk about the future leaders, these are the present leaders right now. Alfred Mutai, he's the MP-elect Kurisoi North. Right next to him is Lynette Chepkorir. They call her Toto. She's a woman rep-elect from Bomet. Right next to her is Timothy Mutwiri Joshua, former Mjengo guy. Now he's the MCA-elect in Kiegoi. And then there's George Ngwanganga Nene, campaigned on the back of a donkey. Right now, he's the MCA-elect in Nakuru's Elementaita ward. Incredible stories. By the way, the story you were telling us, Toto, earlier on of Gideon, the border guy, you see it over there now, huh? It's a wonderful, wonderful story. Wonderful. If he's watching you, what do you tell him now?
I just want to tell him, can you feel appreciated? God is with you. I'm still trying to imagine how am I going to assist you. But God is with us all. I know how am I going to reward you. Be blessed, Gideon. Thank you.
George, you know, when we think of county assemblies, we think of people throwing chairs at each other, people fighting every day. It looks like a madhouse. What do you think you're getting into right now? Do you think you have the guts for it?
Yeah, Jeff, first of all, I think I have faced a lot of challenges during the campaign period. And as a leader in this country, I think it is very important for a leader to be brave and courageous, because we faced a lot of intimidations, a lot of threats.
From who?
From our competitors. So I think...
What are some of the challenges you were facing?
Yeah, some of the challenges that we faced, Jeff, was one, the threats that we were facing from our competitors. Some, even to some extent, could say that we could not even reach the election date, but I thank God we saw the day. Number two, Jeff, having vied on a party called Safina, I think some of my competitors were looking down upon the party as a small party. But I had to break the misconception that we vote a party. We do not vote for a party, but we vote for a leader to work to the people. So I had a very hard time explaining to the people that they should not elect a person based on the party, but based on the ideologies that that person has. So, Jeff, I think when I go to the parliament, to the county assembly, definitely I don't think it is important for people to fight. I think we are sent there to fight for the rights of our people. And then we should do it in a honorable manner. We should argue and make sure that we arrive at a consensus and come up with laws that will help the people back at the mashinani. And I think that is what I will do.
Timothy, do you agree?
Yes.
Ukiingia huko?
Yeah. I'm agreeing.
Mambo ya vita, mambo ya nini, that's what we see with county assemblies. Ni vita too.
But I'm hoping during my time, the assembly will be peaceful and we are going to coordinate it in a better way, because, you know, there are those people who have been there earlier, they might be thinking that maybe there is, for me, you know, they may be thinking that there, it's like I have no, ni kama tu uko kwa want, wanaweza kuwa wanafikiria mimi ile nini, the pressure that they are experiencing, I'm not experiencing it. So the key point is just that we are going to make it a peaceful assembly so that we can be able to deliver to our community.
Yeah, Toto, I hear you and Alfred. There's orientation tomorrow.
Yes.
At the National Assembly.
Yes.
Your first time in Parliament.
Yes, it's my first time. I've never been to Parliament there before.
Hujawahi ingia,
Sijawahi ingia.
Hujawahi iona.
Na sijawahi iona. It will be my first time and I will be happy.
Wow. What are you expecting in the orientation? Are they just going to tell you what you're supposed to do, how you're supposed to act?
Though I don't know, but I'm expecting to be told of how the parliament runs, what are you supposed to be doing in parliament, something of that sort. Yes.
Alfred, the same thing. Is your first time in parliament, yeah?
Yes, Jeff. I know. Being a lawmaker means you need to actually participate in terms of law, making laws. You also do the representation of your people, and at the same time also you oversight all the programs that actually happens in your area. So for that case, my expectation tomorrow in terms of induction or rather orientation is that we will be taught on how to come up with bills that will eventually be laws, the processes, issues of the standing orders in the House, how will you actually, when entering into the House, how will you actually, how do you respect the Speaker? Okay, that is actually my expectation through the induction process.
Yeah. And I know at the same time, a lot of people who are watching you right now or who helped you campaign, Toto, people will be expecting a homecoming. I'm sure.
Yes.
Jeshi, when I expect homecoming.
Yeah, of course they are expecting. And maybe if I get that opportunity, we shall have one and I shall invite you.
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome.
Timothy, hata mimi mnaweza kuja ama?
Yeah, much welcome.
Jeshi tafurahi?
Yeah.
Toto,
Yes.
utanipeleka na probox hiyo yako ama?
Nitakupeleka na boda.
Boda. Alfred, yes. From Charcoal to Gold, have you read that book?
I have actually read that book. I think from under Njenga Karume.
Yes.
That is Beyond Expectations.
Correct.
I think in my
Gold,
my time, I think I'll have to write my book also. Maybe mine will actually be above expectations. Oh. Yes, because for those people who witnessed me when I was actually a jackal banner, I know it was actually a business that I know it is not actually licensed, and that is why maybe one of the bills that I have to sponsor in the parliament is actually to do with something on the issue of forest produce, so that if there is anything to do with maybe mature trees that requires harvesting, the issues, the regulations with the firewood, the issues of anything that actually does with. I know the challenges that I faced when I was actually doing that business. Yeah. We need to actually enact friendly laws that will actually be able to manage our forests. We do, there should be programs that we perform through what we call the reforestation programs, maybe on a yearly basis. So those are the programs that I will be able to steer up so that those people who are doing that business, we can be able to create some other options in terms of sources of income in their living.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
George, I know it's very early to ask this in your political life, but where do you see yourself in 5 years, in 10 years?
Jeff, first of all, I want to thank the people of Elementaita who believed in me, regardless of my age and social status. Jeff, I have been given an opportunity to serve the people of Elementaita for 5 years. And I know that I will deliver the promises that I made to them. And if they find it good after 5 years to give me other bigger responsibilities, then I will be ready for them. But as per now, I want to focus with the 5 years and make Elementaita greater than it is today. Yeah.
How about you, Timothy? 5 years?
Still mine, I'm planning on how I will improve first the social status of my fellow youths, because there is a popular name which they have been referring me with, that is Kabako.
Kaba?
Kabako.
Kabako.
The Akimeru name.
What does that mean?
It was just been briefed from my, that is my slogan.
Kabako?
Yeah.
What does it mean?
The slogan meant working without discriminating. That is Kazi by Nifkote. That is the name that I cut short. so that it can mean, it can be simpler when I'm addressing people. You know, at times you may be telling your people the slogan name, and they may be buried or burned. So I decided that I should cut that slogan short, so that when I'm referring to it, or I'm referring to myself using my slogan, it will be easier. So I want to thank my people, because my dream actually is to ensure that I've really mentored my fellow youth, and I have fought. I ensure that their dream will also come into reality, as mine has been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Toto, what about you 5 years from now?
Okay, like me, I'm still thankful to the people of Bomet County. In 5 years to come, like while I was going around, there are some promises I made to them. And just like the way they believed in me and they voted me in, I want to assure them that I'm going to work with you, and we are going to work together to make our Bomet great again and to bring the best. So I know after 5 years, it depends on how I have delivered to the people of Bomet, that it will make me go to another position, or to retain the position, or to lose. But of course, I know I'm not going to lose. With a strong faith and the favor of God, I know I'm going to deliver, and they are going to consider me again come 2027.
As women rep or something else?
We shall see come 2027.
Hey. Ambition is a good thing, huh?
Yes.
Ambition is a great thing. George.
Yes.
Someone was asking, even you, Timothy, do you have girlfriends? Or are you married? Or?
No, I'm not married. You know, the Bible says that a good wife stroke husband comes from God. So I'm still waiting for the Lord.
Yeah. Are you going to quote the Bible now? I know now the doors are going to be opening for you. Look at you in that suit.
Yeah.
Hey, wa mama wanangojea hapa nje sasa. Chunga sana.
Yeah, Nicorada.
Timothy.
Yeah.
How about you?
Mine, you know, if I really tell you the whole of my story, you will be very happy. When I was in Form 4, you know, the peer pressure, the peer pressure with the youth, it made me to interact with these ladies, my fellow classmates, I mean. And there I got a girlfriend. We got a child, and I decided that she should be my whole life wife. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you're still with her?
Yes.
How old were you then?
By then, 19 years.
19?
Yeah.
And you're together?
Yeah. And my principle remains that I should retain her throughout my life.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, Toto, Bado?
There is one child.
You have a child?
Yeah.
Oh. And you're 21?
21.
Hey. My friend. There's a lot of tweets coming in, huh? So thick and so fast, I tell you. Toto, no?
Yes. Tupatane nyuma ya tent.
Toto. You know, there's a friend of mine called Richard Kagoya. Yeah? He works for the BBC. I think you interviewed today on BBC, right?
Yes.
He says he was seeing the pictures of you campaigning. He said it looked very scary. Was it scary at times campaigning, Ugo?
Yes. Of course, Jeff, campaigns there at Bomet was not such easy. Like, there are some challenges. One, first of all, one main challenge is about finance. That was one. Two, very many people are telling you don't have experience to lead people of Bomet to fight for that elective position. They always believe maybe for you to be a leader, you must have worked anywhere in a public office. Third one is that one of being married. They always believe we are supposed to fight having been married, sorry. So, but we'll always try to look for a way of convincing them. Like for me, I used to tell them marriage is not part of requirements for you to be a leader. So for me, I'm not married, and I want to leave that side to God.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can I ask each of you, if you will, if you can let us know, how much did you spend during the campaign, Alfred? For you, let's say, how much, plus minus?
Chef.
Give me a number. Don't give me a story.
Okay. It was actually support from friends. Maybe I reach a situation, a level somewhere, they can just actually call me and say, Mutai, we have actually raised some funds here, come and take it.
Okay, so about how much?
I think eventually we made, let's say after nomination, we made to around 2 million there. Yes.
Not bad. Yeah. Toto, I heard you spent very little money.
Okay, like even for me, I had no money. Together with my family, I had no money. I used to depend on friends and well-wishers.
So about how much did they provide to your campaign?
More than 500K.
500,000?
Yes.
Timothy?
Yeah. Personally, I think I used around 15,000. That is my first round when I was going to register as a candidate. That is to travel and even for the registration fee. In accumulation, I think I used around 15,000. The other, it has been coming from my friends who have been supporting me.
About how much?
That one I cannot tell, because whenever we have any event, they have been just contributing. Once I contribute 50 shillings, they come and accompany me. Those people who are mighty, they couldn't even give 1,000 shillings. When I've given around 4,500, not coming from me, just with the 50, I'm just then my friends usually accompanying to me, and then they give out what they earned.
Okay,
so,
George, how about you?
Jeff, contrary to what other politicians were doing, giving out money, the people of Elementaita were giving money instead. I could use that money to fuel my generator that I had mounted on the donkey, and through michangos here and there, I think I could get less than 30,000, and that is what I used to fuel my generator until I finished my campaigns.
Wow.
Yeah.
Rosa Mbuyu, she's a Kisumu West MP-elect, right?
Yeah.
She says it doesn't matter what political affiliations these young people belong to, their experience and elevation is just too inspiring. Congratulations, and just don't forget to serve the people who helped you to get to the Waheshimiwa that you are.
Wow, thank you.
Right?
Yes.
She's an MP, she's saying this. Should we go to the magic wall? Where is it? Where's the wall? Behind me? There's so many tweets, folks, so much inspiration. You guys have done so well. You've done so well. All right, oh, there we go. I'll read it out and then you guys can.
Okay.
Boniface Paul, what an inspiration. Ask the lady, Toto, and gentlemen, by them being youths, how will they address the issue of unemployment among youths? Real quick. Issue of unemployment, Toto?
The issue of unemployment, I know that is one main challenge we are passing as youths.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to empower them.
Yeah.
Having that office of the women rep, one of the major roles is to empower women, and second is to empower youth through groups. So I'm just encouraging them to have themselves being in groups, registered groups. From there, they will get finance, and they might even start business as enterprises to earn a living. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Mutai?
Yes.
What about you? What do you think?
In terms of the issue of unemployment in our
youth
country.
unemployment.
Okay, thank you, Chef. I know if you can actually allow me is that you know, I'm an MP-elect through UDA.
Yes.
And the UDA itself, we have what we call the bottom-up empowerment fund. That is where we luckily meet with those people who are employed, and then from there, each and every one of them, we will receive their proposal as an office, and we'll be able to fund them so that they can be able to gather for their living.
Toto, I know you want to see the next tweet, but I'll read it for you. Don't worry. I'll read it for you. Warabi says, ask Toto how she will deal with the issue of violence against women. It is rampant and sickening. Case study of woman featured in Monday News. She was injured and her baby killed. Violence against women, Toto.
Can you come up again with the question?
Yes, they're asking how will you deal with the issue of violence against women?
I think first of all, we can have our women, let us see them being superior people in our society. I'm going to have a mass education. We teach them the role of women in the society, and we have the control measures of violence in the society. Okay, thank you.
Okay, I move on. Thank you. Okay, so that you can all see, we'll put it on the magic wall here. Next tweet, Goge Waviongo, okay, is asking, tell the young politicians to work with the people and not for the people. The difference is a key element for a successful politician. Work with the people, okay?
Yeah.
Some advice being given there. Ben says, wow, congratulations to the honorables, unlikelies. This is inspirational and more so gives hope to the unfortunate and a picture that dreams are always valid. You agree, George?
I agree.
I can just picture you on the back of that donkey campaigning, and now you have a whole suit.
Yeah.
New tie, new shoes.
I think it's impossible.
Nothing is impossible. T. Manyara, LLB, says, 2022 general elections will be remembered in the history of Kenya. Youths have risen and braved themselves to prove that politics is not all about money, but it's all about ideas, strategy, and agendas that one is selling to the electorates. Do you agree? Toto, do you agree?
Yes,
It's not about money, yeah?
Yes, it's not about. If
Timothy, you agree as well?
Yeah,
It's not about money,
If it
yeah?
was all about money, I could not be voted for.
You have never been voted in?
Yes.
Well done. Winnie Kaimbite says, yes, youth can. Proud of these amazing young people under 30. And of course, Mutai is 35, but he's still a youth. Who've been elected to office. May you bring about the much desired transformational leadership. There's more to youth leadership than just age. Very nice. Very nice. Emmanuel Sila Nthia says, Toto and your fellow young elects, you are an inspiration to many. They have proved to the young generation that the youth have the potential to outgrow their age and inherit a limitation posed by circumstances of life and unscrupulous critics. Very good. Very inspiring. Morungi in Karaoke says, he who fears to lose never achieves. Those 4 young Turks are the future of this country. They've defied all odds.
Thank you.
Well done, folks. That's fantastic. I want you guys to, I'll give you each 1 minute, or maybe 2 minutes, to talk to the youth out there who are watching. We'll start with you, George.
Jeff, today we are an inspiration to the many young people in this country. Because one, we have broken the misconception that politics is about age. Politics and governance is about people who have money. But we have proved to the young generation that politics is not about money. Politics is not about your age. It is about the ideas that you have. I would like to encourage youths in this country not to lose hope in whatever they are doing, because this life may have ups and downs, so many challenges, but I would rather encourage them to continue doing what they are doing without losing hope. Because if we lost hope, Jeff, I think we could not be here today. For those who have gone to school, they have not gotten jobs. Don't lose hope visiting offices in this country. You never know. You may knock an office, maybe thinking that it is that it is the end of your life, but get a job. So don't lose hope. Stand strong. I know we have inspired you, and we are looking forward to seeing many young people in the forthcoming election. That is 2027, coming into the elective seats.
Absolutely.
Because,
Okay.
Jeff, I think that the best democracy is that not only gives youths the power to vote, but also power to be voted. And we have proved that youths can be voted, and we will make sure that we deliver to the people so that we can be a good example in this country.
Absolutely. Timothy, my youths.
Mine, I will tell them that success starts first when you start believing in yourself. And when you start gathering courage to face any challenge out there outside. And I want to advise them and to tell them that let the sky be the limit. And more so, let the social status of the family, that is the historical background of their families, not dictate their future. Because if my family background dictated my future, I wouldn't have gathered the courage to stand firm and decide to compete with those people who had been seen being all that mighty and with a lot of money. And still advise them and tell them, even 2027, because I'm ready to work for them, and I know I've inspired many. My vision or my ambition is to see them still competing with me 2027. You know, when I'm ready for the pressure, there outside, I will be working to ensure that I retain my position.
Absolutely. Toto, before you answer, Waheshimiwa Dave from Suna West constituency in Migori County, he wants to know whether you're single or married.
I'm not married.
You're married?
I'm not.
Oh, you're not married?
Yes.
Okay, Waheshimiwa Dave. Yeah. Uncle, my youths now,
okay.
Mama.
Okay, first of all, believing in yourself is very important. And I want to talk to the younger generation that appoint yourself. Never wait to be appointed. Like if you want to fight for an elective position, I think first of all, you must be someone who is courageous, someone who is brave, actually to articulate some issues, to talk to your electorates, to convince them to vote for you. Because I tend to believe if you are not that courageous, you won't be able to talk to your people. Secondly, can you believe in yourself? It is not necessarily to be a leader. I know I'm talking to many ladies, to many sisters who are staying in school. If you want to be a professor, if you want to be a doctor, it is not necessarily that you should be coming from a royal family. Can you believe in yourself? And every dream is valid. Thirdly, can you believe in God? Everything is possible with God. I think I'm a living testimony. Prayer and faith is worth. Thank you. May God bless you all.
Amen.
Thank you.
Amen.
Missing. Nitakufunza hiyo.
Konkoi missing.
Kongoi.
Alfred,
yes.
Your final thoughts.
Okay, thank you. I want to talk to Vijana outside there that let us not just wait for employment or a white-collar job. Let's start from where we are. For example, Mutai was a Chakopana, not because of I just moved myself there. It is the situation that made me there. I know I'm addressing Vijana. There are those people who are also, I can call them the less fortunate, because Mutai also was actually orphaned when he was a young man. But here I am right now. I went through the Chako banning. I went to the position of an MCA. Right now I'm an MP, and I'm aspiring in future to be the president of this country. Come on, man, let's move together. Engineer tu pamoja, tusukume hii kurudumu pamoja mbele. Mungu ako na sisi. Asanteni.
Kabisa, Mungu ako na sisi. Alfred Mutai, Lynette Chepkorir Toto, Timothy Mutwiri, and George Nene. Thank you so much, Waheshimiwa, for your
Welcome.
time.
Thank
you
you.
for inspiring an entire nation.
Welcome.
And George, there's a song you said you were singing during your campaign. What was, as we leave, what was that song again? How did it go?
Mwanake wa Jesi.
Yeah.
That was the title of the song.
Okay. Imba kidogo hebu.
Mwanake wa Jesi tawihika hike na ihenya muciĩ kũrĩ ũhoro mũhiũ.
And for people who don't understand Kikuyu, what does it mean?
You know, this is a story of Jesse and his sons. You know, when God wanted to appoint a king, there were sons of Jesse whom people thought that they would be appointed by God as kings. But contrary to what people thought, David was taken from, in fact, grazing,
Yeah.
and he was appointed as the king. So we were 6 competitors. Most of them had experience in politics. They had a lot of money, but I did not have anything. It is like just like that David, who was gotten from grazing his father's flocks.
You're that David.
Yeah, I'm that David, and I thank God.
Thank you, guys. Thank you all very much. It's been a great show. Great show. More
Welcome.
inspiration.
Welcome.
And good luck. Good luck with your futures.
Thank you.
And please keep the promises to your people.
Yeah,
And if you do that, you can keep coming back to the bench.
yeah,
More and more and more.
Yeah.
10 and a 10 and a 10.
yeah,
Sio?
Yeah.
Au sio?
yeah.
Give you.
Thanks so much, folks. And thank you for being a part of JKLive. Remember, every Wednesday, it's all about those 3 letters on the keyboard that follow each other. JKL. Thanks so much for being inspired by these folks. Keep tweeting at Koinange Jeff, at Citizen TV Kenya. The hashtag is JKLive. Thanks so much, folks. Good night. Good luck. God bless Kenya. And Kenya's Choice 2022 continues. Thank you.